Education really is the single most important pathway to a better life.
Dr. Diana Natalicio talking about the issues she'll be remembered for, supporting education for students from all walks of life, especially those from the borderland. Dr. Natalicio has died at the age of 82. We learned the news of her death just after 4 p.m. today. Her brother, Bill Sidoff, making the announcement. Good evening, and thank you for joining us on a very difficult day here in the borderland. I'm Eric Elkin. Stephanie Baye has the day off. ABC 7's Mark Ross joins me now with more about a woman who is truly an icon, not just for UTEP, not just for the borderland, but across the world. Mark.
Eric, an icon in life and in passing. Dr. Diana Natalicio served as UTEP's president for 31 years, wrapping up her tenure in August of 2019. Natalicio was the longest sitting president of any public research university in the nation. In the email to us, Natalicio's brother Bill Sidoff said about her, quote, "My sister loved El Paso and she chose to retire here. She loved the weather, the mountains, the food, and the wonderful people. She had a great and accomplished life. She loved UTEP, and most of all, she loved UTEP's students. They are what drove her life's work and what provided her greatest satisfaction. I thank the El Paso community for embracing her all these years and for all the love she always received." During her time as president, UTEP's enrollment grew from 15,000 to over 25,000 students. Its budget rose from $65 million to nearly $450 million. Also during her tenure, UTEP received national recognition for excellence in both academic and research programs. Natalicio was also widely recognized for her efforts to make higher education more accessible to low-income students. She was named to Time magazine's 2016 Time 100 list of the world's most influential people and Fortune magazine's 2017 list of the world's greatest leaders. Natalicio was a native of St. Louis, Missouri, and first joined UTEP in 1971 as an assistant professor of modern languages. She served as chairwoman of the Modern Languages Department, dean of the College of Liberal Arts, and vice president for academic affairs before becoming president in 1988. And while her passions were the university and this community, her real passion was baseball. She was a die-hard St. Louis Cardinals fan, and there are some in this community who are proud owners of this, a 1996 Topps Diana Natalicio baseball card where she's wearing a Cardinals uniform top. She's on the pitcher's mound at the old Cohen Stadium. All of us at ABC 7 send our deepest condolences to her family. Eric?
And Mark, we showed that card during ABC 7 at 5. If you flip it over on the other side, she says her dream job would have been to be the commissioner of baseball. She looked up to Stan the Man Musial, an absolute icon in her own right, though. And as Mark said, our deepest condolences to her family and to the entire community reeling after this news. Speaking of, Larry K. Durham, one of the UTEP's biggest donors during Dr. Natalicio's time as president, is on campus this weekend and was speaking with our own Nate Ryan when he heard the news of her passing. Let's bring in Nate live from our newsroom now. And Nate, the reaction, I imagine, from Larry K. Durham, very much like what a lot of people are experiencing just over the last couple of hours.
Yeah, certainly, Eric. You see Larry K. Durham's name all over the UTEP campus, primarily at the Durham Sports Center adjacent to Sun Bowl Stadium. Durham is a 1966 graduate of UTEP, then Texas Western College, and donated millions of dollars to his alma mater during Dr. Natalicio's tenure. I was with Larry just 5 minutes after he learned of Dr. Natalicio's passing. His emotions were very fresh, recalling his school's leader.
It's truly it's emotional because I really Dr. Natalicio and I had a great relationship of understanding, and while we didn't agree philosophically on everything, she was number one.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate Larry being so open talking about Dr. Natalicio. Again, as I mentioned, Eric, those emotions very raw. He just learned of Dr. Natalicio's passing just prior to our interview. He's one of the biggest UTEP donors, especially during Dr. Natalicio's tenure. And he said it, they didn't always agree on everything, but at the end of the day, the common goal, the students of UTEP.
Nate, at the end of the day, you don't always have to agree on everything, but you can see leadership when it's there right in front of you. And I'm sure that's what Larry K. Durham Durham is feeling in that moment. Also, him saying she's #1. That is something that I'm sure resonates with a lot of our viewers right now who feel the same way. I do want to bring in a quick comment here. Well, one of the many comments. We've gotten hundreds, if not thousands at this point, of comments from you, the viewers, reacting to this news. Hugo saying quite elegantly here, to say that the woman changed El Paso and Chicano education for the better is an understatement. Legacies of success are indebted to President Natalicio's bold vision and leadership that spanned over 3 decades. Big loss, but her story lives on through everyone involved with UTEP. And that brings me to 2 of our live studio guests right now. Ann Horak is the neighbor of a late Dr. Diana Natalicio, who passed away earlier this morning at the age of 82. She's also the director of religious studies at UTEP. Also joining us here in studio is Dr. Richard Pineda, the chair of the communications department at UTEP as well. Dr. Pineda, I'll start with you. Your immediate reaction to this devastating news for this community, for the university, and beyond.
Eric, it's a tremendously sad day for the El Paso community, and especially for those of us that are connected to UTEP directly. Dr. Natalicio represented not only the significance of education and the legacy of what that means for education in the community, she also was a very important figure for so many individuals as a role model, myself included. I came to the university 18.5 years ago, largely on interactions that I had with her during my interview, and she made the case to me that coming back to El Paso would make a difference for the community that I grew up in. That really stuck with me, and so today is an incredibly sad day. I think the point that Mr. Durham made is absolutely correct, which is her legacy will live on, but I think today and for the next several days, I think we will mourn the passing of somebody who is incredibly important to this community.
In addition to working with Dr. Natalicio, you also got the privilege of being her neighbor as well. What do you remember most about Dr. Natalicio, both from the professional standpoint, but also seeing her maybe a little bit with the behind the scenes as well?
Well, as Dr. Pineda was saying, Dr. Natalicio was such a wonderful leader. She was a mentor, but she was also a friend and a neighbor to myself and to my husband, Charles. She liked to walk the neighborhood on Sundays. And the neighbors kind of gave her space because they knew that was her day of privacy. But if anybody ever approached her, she was happy to talk to them in the neighborhood or on campus. Sometimes when you would walk across campus with her, sometimes students didn't notice because she was small, she was diminutive, but she was powerful. But sometimes students would see her and they would run over with their cell phones and they would want to take a selfie with her, and she would just stand and talk to them as long as they wanted to. She was really a very caring person. You know, when the news broke, many people were reaching out to me. They were sending me texts and emails, and we were remembering how she would send you a photo of an event that you had both attended, and she'd write a note on the back of it. Or she would see something about you in the news that had nothing to do with UTEP, and she would send you a note, an email, or a card, or a quick phone call. She was a very caring person who really liked to maintain relationships with all of her friends. I got to know her best friend from first grade, Sharon Croissant, where we traveled together with UTEP to Bhutan, and she told amazing stories of what a good friend Diana was throughout her entire life.
Speaking of those stories, I think a lot of people are probably maybe smiling through some tears right now as they kind of process the news of her passing. Dr. Pineda, is there a moment over the course of time that you spend with Dr. Natalicio that really kind of rises above, that moment that you always remember, maybe even draws a smile from you?
Oh, absolutely. One of the encounters that we had as part of being at commencement, where I'd read names for several years, was talking to her about how much she loved commencement, and there was always this special glimmer in her eye right before the ceremony started. And I think for her, that moment of commencement was emblematic of her time as president of the university. She loved the idea that we were celebrating the accomplishment of so many first-generation students, so many students who were non-traditional, so many students that were parents or grandparents. Those moments to share with her and being on stage with her during commencement was truly one of the most exciting times that I've had at the university, and that's something I absolutely will miss.
And her final commencement just coming 2 years ago in 2019. And how about you? Is there a moment that rises above the rest that you always think back of, if I say the name Dr. Diana Natalicio?
So the story that I've heard her tell many times is when she was sitting in the Board of Regents, and she told them that our mission was going to be access, and excellence, that we were going to let in almost every student who applied, but we were also going to reach a level of excellence. And she was literally laughed at. They were literally laughing at her in that meeting. And she didn't mind because she knew it was possible. She knew the talent of this region. She knew her own will to get it done. And now we are one of the very, very few universities in the country that is both a Hispanic Serving Institute as well as an R1, very high achieving research institute. And she brought us there.
One of one of her final major accomplishments in her time as president here at UTEP, over 31 years from 1988 to 2019. Dr. Richard Pineda and Ann Horvath, thank you so much for taking the time to share some of your insight on Dr. Diana Natalicio. If you're just joining us, that is the breaking news that we've been covering over the last hour and a half or so, 2 hours. We've learned late this afternoon that Dr. Diana Natalicio, the longest serving president of UTEP, died earlier today at the age of 82. We will continue to remember her legacy. Former Mayor Dee Margo, live in studio next. This is ABC 7 at 6, where news comes first.